The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
EMissyK Show. EMissyK Show. EMissyK Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio. Here we go. Hey, it's EMissyK. Hey, EMissyK. Her beauty and passion, talk music, fashion, loose lips, red cup, love jump. She's always on Facebook, Instagram, taking calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so. It's the EMissyK Show. It's EMissyK
Loose Lips Show. I'm your girl EMissyK. That was Love Jones. Mr. Jonathan Love Jones is the singer of our theme song.
Our hook.
You never did answer the question, though.
What question was that?
Are you going to do a remix to our theme song now that we've been here for how long?
5 years.
5 years.
Maybe. I kind of like the selfish song.
Yeah.
Because it's all about me.
It sure
It's not.
Missy K.
Well, we are included in the lyrics. So
Y'all need to talk to Urge 7 if you guys want modifications to my theme song.
Modify it, please. Modify
Anyway, welcome to the show. Over here we have Miss
Lady D's in her soapbox.
Oh.
She took it from me. It's okay. I like that.
And over here, Dodger fan.
No, not.
I know. Isn't that something?
It's just
She's flossing.
It's just LA. You love
It's
LA.
just LA. No, it's La. That's what it is.
La. Oh,
That's
I get it. La. Okay.
Got it. Makes sense.
Thank you.
And over here,
You have Haley Bell.
Haley Bell.
It's about me now.
For
It's
the moment.
always been about you, baby.
Anyway, so we have a very special guest today.
Woo-woo.
LA's own hottest
Yes.
host, comedian, actor,
Let's
Mr.
go.
Roy Rice,
Rice.
a.k.a. Screw the Rules. He'll be with us a little bit later with Haley and her Gillip.
I changed his
Yes.
name
I don't think he read. What'd you change his name
to
to?
Ron Rice.
Ron Rice. Oh, wow. I was like, who's Ron?
You a professional on this?
Right.
So, my bad. I did resend it, though.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Screw the rules
Hey,
to
good.
Ron Rice.
So,
Okay,
La.
he cool. Yes, what's on everyone's lips? La, of course, always.
What are they talking about?
Me? No. Okay, first, me all the time. You already know. Okay, so we had the BET Awards last week, which
Yes.
was really good.
Loved it.
It was really nice.
I missed it.
And for the young kids, they had the young, people, little baby, bad baby, big baby. They,
All
was
them
shutting
babies.
it down. Okay, then
Okay.
they did the
Lots of babies.
tribute to Mary J. Blige, which was bomb.
Was it? I didn't get a chance to.
No.
She was,
No.
in
It was
praise,
on
she was praising the
great.
Lord. That's why she could.
Yes.
Amen.
I watched the
Amen.
whole
She,
thing.
she was praising the Lord.
Yeah.
Praise him. Hallelujah.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk about that praise later. But okay. And then there was a tribute to Nipsey Hussle as well.
Okay.
Now,
Of
what
course.
was I heard? You don't even know. You know who Nipsey is?
Everybody know who
Girl,
Nipsey
if
is
they
now.
didn't know, they know who he is. I didn't know who it was till he died.
You did exactly. A lot of people didn't know who he was until he died. But this particular
Like Lil Wayne.
segment,
Stop.
it. We said it at the same time. Okay, his mom was up there and she was speaking, and
Girl.
it went on a little longer than normal. And a lot of people were like, "Okay, what is she talking about?"
Thank you. I thought it was just me.
No.
Oh,
Wait a
my
minute.
God.
What did she say?
The normal people
The normal people.
were saying, "What was she talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we spoke up on it. Then the other people who all of a sudden became spiritual, who didn't even know about the sage,
Mm-hmm.
oh, she's just being spiritual. You guys need to listen to her and understand where
BET
she's coming
Awards?
from. Yes, but my thing, all of a sudden, now you guys, I said, if you're going to defend her, I need you to defend every black woman. If you're going to defend her, you need to defend every black woman. Not when all of a sudden now somebody that died in the hood, let me defend this woman because her son was Nipsey.
Right.
Defend every black woman. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to be spiritual, it's not too late to be it. Just actually be spiritual. That's what I'm saying. Just be more about it than just following a trend on Facebook or because your homeboy,
that's what
your homegirl.
they said she was being spiritual?
Yes.
That's the conclusion?
That's what they said. She's a spiritual woman, so
Awards.
that's what that was.
Okay.
That's why you didn't understand what she was talking about.
No, I'm spiritual, and I still didn't understand it.
Hey, I'm just saying.
There was not an interpreter in the room.
Well, personally, I thought it was inappropriate.
Okay.
For what she was saying, and for what she was there for.
Right. Everybody has their opinions.
That didn't go.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway,
Time and place.
If it don't fit, she
Don't
should have
force
quit.
It don't mean that didn't need to be said. It just
Does
that
that
wasn't
fit
the
the
time.
situation that we're talking about still?
No. What?
She said it. Go ahead. She said if it don't fit, then she should quit.
I don't know. It didn't fit. It didn't fit the situation. I don't know.
Moving on.
Okay,
Moving on. So our topic for Willow Smith, the daughter of Jada and Will Smith. She had a show probably within the last couple of weeks where they discussed being in a polyamory relationship.
You
Now-
know the new word is throuples.
Thruples. Yes, thruples.
Throuples.
I thought that
That's
was a typo all day long.
Three people in a relationship. She tried to explain it as she wants something where she can be with a man and a woman and it be honest and without sex. So there's no sex involved. She wanted to be able to, love. There's so many different people in the world and we just need to learn how to love one another.
Okay.
For me, at the end of the day, it
You know those
becomes
are called
sex.
best friends, right? She wants two best friends? I'm just saying.
best
I'm sorry.
friends.
Go ahead.
The grandmother was stating that you're too young, first of all, to be
Right.
even thinking about being in a relationship with a man and a woman at the same time.
I loved her grandmother's response. to
Yes. But her mom didn't think anything was wrong with it.
Right.
That's the problem that I have. Another problem is she sees an example of her brother's mother that's always with them, that does not have a man. And then you have Jada, and then you have Will. So it looks like almost a polyamory type of relationship, but I don't even think that's healthy, me personally. So my question is, these type of relationships that these young women are getting, or men getting into, do you think is based off of experience or the lifestyles of their parents?
I don't think so.
You don't think what?
I don't think that is based off of their parents' sexuality or their parents' experiences or anything like that, because you have parents who are straight heterosexual, but their children are gay, or vice versa. It has no bearing on it. It has a lot to do with their social surroundings.
Okay.
And I think it has a lot to do with shows like ours, that talk about them pretty frequently, and it just plants seeds.
Well, I think what we do, we talk more on the level of education, not
I agree.
lifestyle. Or
Right.
This is what we're doing, or it being, and they see us once a week.
But no matter how much we put it out there, everybody interprets things differently.
Right.
So we may be speaking on something on an educational level, or just because we want to, have an open discussion about it, that may trigger somebody else to say, you know what, that sounds pretty good to me, where we're not trying to plant that seed, but
Right.
inadvertently we do.
Right. Haley, what do you feel?
I feel like, to be honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with her wanting to try to be with a man and a woman at the same time.
Okay.
I don't think it's the parents' influence or any other type of influence. People live their lives every single day, and one moment they feel like, okay, so I know what it's like to be with a man, or I know what it's like to be with a woman, what it's like to be with a man and a woman, Like, maybe it's something that she actually thought about, like, what if I can make this relationship work in a form that other people cannot, Like, maybe that's just something that she wanted to experience. And people now are more open to experiencing new things without feeling like they have to be judged for being who they are.
Okay.
Right. That's like, I always forget the term, and you always help me. When a person wants to be called them or they.
What is that?
What is it called? It's a term for it, but there are people.
Go ahead and yell it. I can hear you.
Pronouns. That's what they call themselves, pronouns?
They call themselves pronouns, yes.
Okay, so pronouns, where, they don't identify themselves as a man or a woman.
No, it's
and
pansexual. You talking about pansexual?
No.
I'm not talking about sex at all.
Pansexuals are people who have sex with anybody.
Right.
So the pronouns are people. Okay,
pronouns are people who just identify themselves like, say I'm a person, right?
Right.
Okay. I have no gender. I am they. I am them. I am they. Like you speak to me as they are, or I'm going to go with them,
right?
Or
that's not normal to me. I'm sorry. That is
it may not be, but that's the world we live in now, and it's not. In their case, it has nothing to do with sex. They can be a virgin.
Right.
But that is how they identify themselves.
I think something has happened to them for them to even go to that. That's just me. I know you
and
say no,
it's the same situation
because I've been in that situation.
It's
so
the same situation with Willow right now.
I've never been. I have no sad songs to sing. It's just that I ended up being with best friends with 3 of my ex's girlfriends. Mm-hmm. We're still friends to this day. Very good friends. We did a lot of things together. Mm-hmm. We went out of town together. We went to dinner together. We hung out. That's what we did.
Right.
And there was never any threat or anything that we genuinely loved each other.
No,
we enjoyed hanging out and being with each other. It was like
she's going back to your original topic.
Oh, the original topic. Okay, no, that's fine. No, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, Mom.
Now she's on the topic of people identifying themselves as pronouns isn't a part of her norm.
That's what and you said that's
because you just changed the question. That was not the original question. I'm not stupid. That was not the original question. I'm not crazy. I'm here.
Let's
trying to tell me to shut up.
No. No. Oh my goodness. So okay.
Stay on track.
So what's your opinion on your own subject?
I just think when they're that young, 16, 17, 18, to even have those type of...
Isn't she like 19 now?
Should be 19 in October.
Yeah. This was happening long before that.
Right.
We know it was happening long before that. Okay. It's just something that's being brought up at a younger age than normal. Mm-hmm. Because I know when we were growing up, we didn't have 15, 25 different labels for us.
True.
We did not have it. It's like now it's just... all these different things to just say, if you want to be with multiple people, then damn it, just say
I'm
that's
a freak,
what it is.
That's what I want to do.
That's it. I don't need to be labeled with this one, that one.
Because that's what they are. Freaky people
and it may not
freaky
even
things,
be freaky. If you're in tune with your sexuality and you like to be pleased and you want to be pleased with Tom, Dick, and Harry, then let that be the case. But all these different names that you want to put in the dictionary and add to it, it's weird to me. It's definitely weird. I don't know what the hell is going on.
21st century.
It's a new norm.
And on that note,
this is your girl Lala. You can find me on EMissyK Loose Lips Show on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I always end it with this group that we're in that we talk about church and we praise the Lord.
You just lying.
You actually.
Oh, mercy.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's
you
what
about
it is.
that bogus as hell. What are you talking about?
It is. Okay. And up next is the beautiful Lady D's with lifestyles according to Lady D's.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
I got that. I'm good. I've been practicing. Let's go.
We'll be back.
The Lord, huh?
With the Lord. Praise him. Sexually.
There was a good word in there.
Fabricated.
Y'all didn't use.
What word is that? How?
We're still on the air.
We are.
Lord, we're just all out of control tonight.
She's just a hoe.
That's it.
Oh, since we're still on.
Right.
That was from Screw. Screw said y'all just hoes.
That's not a part of the
We'll be up next
identification,
as well.
though. That's different.
Yeah, it is. We identify you as a hoe.
But it wasn't a sexual move, though. It wasn't. The scenario did not start out with sex.
Nobody identifies themselves as a hoe-ish.
Of course they don't. Until they get caught.
If I can't have you come around, it's hard to focus. I'm in a spell, but no hocus pocus. Girl, you like my kryptonite, and I get weak every time. If you let me have my way, I'd have you fiending for it every day. This girl, I'll mess your mind up, won't stop till you're satisfied. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody else but you. No one else but you. If I can't have you, I'll give for myself, no one else will. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody else but you. If I can't have you, said I want it for myself, no one else.
We're back from our break, and we have a special guest tonight. Mr. Black Rose is going to Skype in and have a conversation with us. Are you there? They said our producer said give them 1 minute. Oh, I hear it ringing.
Ding dong.
I had my TMZ moment. I was like, oh, I remember that sound. So anyway, Black Rose is one of the members of the new Levert.
The new Levert, yes.
Yes.
I love Levert. Back in the day.
Me too.
God, I love it.
Yeah. I still feel some type of way with them, not being here.
Right.
With the Suns. I was a big drill Levert. I had teddy bears just because
I hear
I
just
couldn't
him
have my
every
teddy
day.
bear.
Right.
Every single day.
Okay. Black Rose, you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Oh, I heard you laughing at us, didn't
Yes. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. Can y'all see me? Am
No,
I
not
supposed to
Not
see
yet,
y'all?
but welcome to
Oh,
the
okay.
show. How are you?
I'm doing great. My phone was acting crazy for a minute, but I'm doing great. How are you?
We are awesome. So we had one of our listeners send us your video a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
So we were able to hear the song that we just heard. Tell us a little bit about that, and then we're going to hear about yourself.
Okay. All right.
He said, okay, all right.
No, I don't think. Did you hear the song they play for you?
Nobody else but you, was it?
Oh, yeah. If I can't have you? Yes.
That's a beautiful song.
Yes.
Well, thank you. That's actually me and my son.
Okay, so
awesome.
that's the Roses.
Yeah, that's the Roses. Absolutely.
Okay. How did you form this group with you and your mom? I see we both doing this whole generational thing.
Well, I mean, we just, my son was always, let me see. Somebody just said.
What you doing? You multitasking?
He on Facebook.
No.
Like, I'm calling in
It
now.
says some. No, my phone says something so y'all can see me or something.
there
other
you
than-
are.
Hey.
Hey, I can't see y'all though, but
So we
hey.
see you.
So what were you telling us?
Now, I was saying the Roses. It started like I always had my son in the studio with me over the years when I produced songs for Casey and JoJo, Joe to C, and Levert. Actually, he was in the studio and he always kind of felt he could do it, sing, and so one day he was in the studio with Levert, and he said, "Dad, I want to get on that song right there." I said, "Man, go ahead, let's see what you got." He went right in the studio and got in the booth. He had one ear on, he watched, so he learned from watching me and watching, his Uncle K. That's what they called him, his nephew, their
Nice.
nephew. So he learned from watching them and Mark Gordon. Shout out to Mark Gordon. And so he got in the studio and he did it. So years later, I'm writing songs for other people, and I brought one song home, and he said, "Dad, I got a verse for that." So I said, "All right, let me hear it." So we went to the studio, and I said, "You go ahead and lay it down." So he laid it down, and it came out. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I guess I could believe it, but
It's you, right?
but he liked me when I was young. He was in the sports too. So, but he didn't. He felt more. He went more towards the sports, and I went more towards the music when I was at his age. So he always knew he could do it, and I would hear him sing every now and then. He'd do something that I do. I'd be like, he might be all right. You know, he
is all right.
He might have it.
How old is your son?
Finally,
How old is your son?
He is 24. He'll be 25 next month.
Mercy.
Okay, nice.
You don't look much older than that yourself.
I know, right? So how did this?
That's what everybody say.
So after writing for everybody, how did you end up with Levert?
Oh wow, I ended up with Levert. First, I had my own group called Who's Who. We were all out of Youngstown, Ohio. Okay. You know where I'm from, and we had signed to Dre. But before signing to Dre, we had sang for Gerald some years before that. And he told us, he's like, I love you guys, but he had the Rude Boys and Men at Large. And, you know, he had his roster was pretty full at the time. He had like 2 female groups.
He had a good roster.
And yeah, he had a nice roster, you know. So we ended up signing to Dre later, but right before that, I ran into Mark Gordon, and I met him through a mutual friend in Youngstown, a DJ that was here. And, you know, we kept in touch over the years. Out in California, he was out there and I was out there. So we would meet up at the gym, and then we started meeting up at the studio. Then years later, he ended up in Cleveland at Dave Tolliver's party. Okay. And one of my friends was cool with Dave, and he was like, you want to go to the party? I was like, yeah, why not? Okay. You know, so I went and I ran into Mark, and this was after Gerald had passed, you know, God rest his soul. And he said, we still trying to put this together, me and Sean. So he said, why don't you come up to the studio and see what's going on? You might be able to write or produce something, or who knows what could come out of it. Okay. He's like, we looking for a lead singer. So I went up to the studio and everything clicked like right away. That's like me and Mark just clicked.
So are you guys still touring now?
Huh?
Are you guys still touring now?
Yeah, we still right now we kind of been on a little hiatus or of sorts, I guess, because Mark is working on he's got a book that he's working on, and he got some unreleased songs from Levert that he's going to put out too. Nice. So in the meantime, I did the Roses. Okay.
All right.
So it ain't nothing wrong. We still doing our thing.
We're running a little short on time. So tell us what projects you have going on, what we need to look out for now.
Well, the Roses, Can't Have You. You already know about that one. We're going to do another single called Pull It Up. We're getting ready to work on the video for that in a few weeks. And I also wrote a song for JoJo. He got a new single coming out, JoJo, featuring Snoop Dogg. Okay. And I wrote on that. He got a couple more. He got a nice album coming for you guys.
So look for that.
Yeah. And I'm working on the Roses whole album. We pretty much got a whole album, but I'm just releasing single after single. Okay. Probably after this second or third single, I'll just go ahead and put it all out together.
All right, well, keep us posted, and you want to submit anything for us to put out there for you, we got your back. And whenever you're in LA, for sure, come through.
Absolutely. I was supposed to be out there.
I heard.
Right.
Things happen that, was out of my control. So.
Right. Yeah. It's okay.
But I will be out there soon.
So, yeah.
I promise.
Come on and get in the hot seat.
Right.
Absolutely. I want to be surrounded by you guys.
So thank you for calling in and chit-chatting with us a little bit. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Shout out to Leanne.
Yes.
For hooking this up. Yes. Most definitely.
Yes. That's what's up. Tell everybody where to find you.
You can find me on IG at BLAQROSE. I am. You can find me on Facebook at Black BLAQROSE. And the Roses are We Are the Roses _official. That's WER the Roses _official.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right.
Thank you so much. We're going to
you.
finish your video. Well, playing your song. It's not the video. And then we're going to come back with Lifestyles According to Lady D's.
Yes.
All right? So we'll be right back after you guys hear this song. Let me see those hearts if y'all enjoying it, all right?
Yeah.
I love that song.
I wish I could see y'all though.
You come around, it's hard to focus. Like I'm in a spell, but no hocus pocus. Girl, you like my kryptonite, and I get weak every time. If you let me have my way, I'd have you fiending for it every day. This girl, I'll mess your mind up, won't stop till you're satisfied. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody else but you. No one else but you. If I can't have you, I want you for myself, no one else will. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody else but you. If I can't have you, said I want you for myself, no one else. I'm drinking, popping, smoking.
Welcome back to the EMissyK Loose Lips Show. Y'all know what?
Oh, to be behind the scenes.
Roy Rice is in the building, so y'all can just imagine what happens during the breaks. Okay,
I just
it's a
want
comedy show with
He got STI.
I want stuff to stay the same. They ain't in the studio talking about you can cure STI. What the hell is an STI?
Chlorine,
With
like
chlorine.
in the swimming pool.
Go
or the
ahead
hot
and burn
tub.
your coochie off there. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna burn your coochie off. You're gonna be single for the rest of your life. Cause don't no man want nobody with no coochie. You got put too much chlorine on. That's why I don't get in certain swimming pools. My thing already little.
Okay. Oh God.
That's why it shrivel up. Too much chlorine.
Well, chlorine might shrivel it up.
I
You
like
can get in.
I get in a saltwater pool. But I ain't getting in no chlorine pool. I'm already risking 4 inches. On ready status.
Lady D's.
What's wrong with it?
Lady D's.
Oh my goodness.
Save us.
I don't even know what to say.
Help me, please.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lifestyle According to Lady D's. This is going to be real quick. I want to get on soapbox for just a few seconds.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about something else, but something is bothering me.
What's bothering you?
Why is it that when you're in the world, people call our body parts, our breasts, our vagina, penis, they call about all these horrible names, these some more really disgusting names, right? And then the minute you want to talk rationally about some stuff and you start calling things by their right name, people cringing and all that kind of why are we talking about that?
Right.
You know, like embarrassed and
right.
I mean, this is our body. That's what they're called. That's the normal call, maybe the normal title for these.
Right. Who just called it a coochie?
See, but that's what I'm saying. See, that kind of stuff is that.
But
Yeah,
be
like
coochie,
because I'm
it
playing
be pussy.
coochie. Can I
There's
say
so many words.
pussy? Like pussy is just like
I don't even know where that came from.
It's
I was thinking
just-
about that today. Where'd that word come from?
what? Pussy or coochie?
There's so many.
Because like
names
coochie ain't
for
got no hair and pussy got a lot of hair.
Oh, so that's.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's that shaft. That's that shaft year.
Yeah.
1970.
Okay.
You got that 1970
You
pussy.
learn something every day.
It's like
Yeah.
a grown woman.
Yeah. And when
You know
you're a
she
baby,
grown.
you got a niner.
I started puberty like my
Nine,
girlfriend had a whole pussy in junior high, and I was not messing with it. A whole pussy. Like I was like, oh, she an adult.
You got jungle juice just to get in it.
She flunked. You are supposed to be 21. This thing is hairy. Cause you know how you see somebody? No, I stayed a virgin. So I figured out what was really going on. Cause I'm like, nah, I don't think it was supposed to be that hairy already. We in gym at 14, and then Bush coming out her gym shorts. I was kissing. That's it. I kiss you, but I'm not touching that. Cause it look like
That's where it came from, resembling a cat.
Yeah, a whole
I never
cat.
knew where it came from.
He said
A lion.
What's your topic? What's your topic? We just skipped all over the topic.
No, I said I was not going to deal with that. The topic was give Bruno a hand.
Okay.
And,
I like monkey.
Okay.
I like monkey.
anyhow,
I swear to God.
Monkey is the best.
it's so many black men walking around with dead situations.
Okay.
No, seriously.
Yes.
And some of it is preventable.
Right.
And I don't understand how they get depressed because they can no longer be active, but they're not doing anything about it.
You're talking about the penis.
What, it don't work
Bruno.
no more?
We're not talking about Bruno Mars. We're talking about Bruno.
Oh, mine. Bruno is like a real big
Bruno.
one. Mine is named like Edgar. I got an Edgar. I got an Edgar. And then I got an Edgar with all caps.
I cannot.
I got an Edgar
and then
it's
capital
Edgar. It's Edgar.
Edgar.
It's Edgar.
Edgar.
Now, when I get out the shower, it's Edgar. And I gotta find it. I mess around. I mess around smelling pee for like 2 days.
It ain't circumcised either?
Yeah, circumcised.
Oh, wow.
But my thing so little, I peed on myself one day. And I was smelling pee, and I'm like, I ain't had no company. And I kept smelling my bed on my side of the bed, because I only sleep on one side, because I'm lonely and single. And it was like a pee stain, but it was dry.
Dry
and it
pee
had to
stain.
come from me, because I was like, I ain't had to go to the bathroom for like 2 days. I had been peeing.
For 2 days.
I had been peeing already, because I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
So the pee stain was there, and I'm like, I smell a little stench of pee, but because it was Edgar.
Edgar did it.
Edgar did it.
Edgar did it.
So, I got to be like, Edgar. When I get
have a
paid,
talk with him?
when I get paid, I'm Edgar.
Edgar.
Yeah.
Capital Edgar.
It's still, when I send out little pictures, I put the phone up real close, and they be like, well, where this one at? I'm like, get close to it. That's the one. I zoomed it in.
No, it's the angles.
Yeah.
You gotta give Bruno a hand.
Let me tell y'all ladies something. Y'all be putting filters on all y'all pictures, and that's like a filter. I put it up real close. It's a filter. All right? Now, if you got attitude, just get close to it and pull your phone up and say, what's a match? It's a DNA match.
You are not the father.
Now, I'm not the father. I don't know how I made my twin, because I'm like, I don't think they're my kids. 'Cause Edgar didn't even get in there all the way.
That is insane.
But
Women.
I cuddle.
You cuddle.
That's important.
Black men don't cuddle. I cuddle. When you got
Okay.
Edgar, you gotta cuddle. So if any of y'all fellas out there
you got Eggers. You gotta learn how to
you gotta
eat right.
cuddle. I
You
eat
gotta have a
everything.
healthy diet.
I eat everything, the whole thing. Like, yeah, you go order a platter. It's
the rooter
everything
to
on the
the tutor.
menu. That's, the rooter to the tutor, rotor, all that. I'm a plumber. Toes too? Yeah. Yes. I got to. When you got an Edgar? Ain't no, you like, I want you to do this. I'm like, all right.
Edgar can't be picky. Okay.
Yeah, Edgar cannot be picky, choosy, nothing.
Okay.
Ooh, y'all killing me.
Is it clean?
Yes.
I'm
that's
going.
important.
I'm going to town.
It better
Because
be.
you can't come in my house if you've been out all day. You got to take a shower at my house.
Hello. Lady D's, hygiene is important.
Yes, it is.
I can't even breathe.
Did you forget what you were talking about?
I did.
No, you were talking about Bruno. And I'll let you know. What about Edgar?
I just want.
You gotta help them all.
If the women give you a hand, then maybe it'll
Edgar's
become
like, you
Bruno.
need
No,
a finger.
Edgar need 2 fingers. That's it. And you just do this right here.
I want them on
Like you rolling up a piece of paper.
That is the funniest thing.
You throw it across the classroom.
Like, come on, get up.
You ever have somebody?
Spitball.
Somebody else got spitball dick. You ever put a spitball in the straw?
Somebody get him.
Put their dick on me.
get him.
Somebody hit me with a little dick. Who put that dick on me? And it be a little
I
wet.
cannot. Oh, y'all stupid, man. Y'all so stupid.
You get hit with a spitball. It might be a dick.
I'm done. But he's not. But.
You were talking about give him a hand. Ain't no hands over here. You might want to raise your hand and be like, this nigga needs some help.
People I need some loose. Hold up. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Do that again. Woo! Yeah. There it is right there. That's all you need.
Like you
Bam, bam.
Like you rolling a joint.
When you get mad, you thump it.
Like, come on, get up now. You take it
y'all
too
give
long.
me
It'll get up.
Lady D's.
Y'all are,
Oh my
y'all are sick people. I forgot what I was saying. Y'all are stupid.
I'm still going to heaven because Jesus got a coat on.
He gonna grade on the curve.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm a snitch for
ain't big
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'm a snitch for him. Hey, you walk past the wrong one. Get her. Trying to hide behind that door. You little hoe. Get from behind that door.
Let me ask you guys a question, ladies.
Yes.
So if you meet a guy, and this guy is, he's like everything. I mean, he's passionate. He's attentive. I mean, great. No, y'all stupid.
Yeah, you better
stupid.
stop it because stop right there with that
And
lie.
then if you find out
Nope.
that Bruno doesn't get up, do you stay? Or do you
Yeah,
go?
they do.
Do I stay
No, I
or
don't.
do I go? You remember that?
I know some women who have stayed because they were paying.
Because they were paying us.
They were paying. Oh, it don't work, but
Ding, ding,
I
ding.
stayed
But he wasn't
because he
the
bought
only
me a
one.
car.
He wasn't
Well,
the
see,
only
I'm not
one,
even
though.
talking about. See, now that's that other word you was talking about earlier. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about them. That's you're using somebody now. I'm saying you're talking about a genuine,
It's a nice guy,
upright
but
guy.
the situation ain't right.
Right.
I'm gonna have to be honest with him
No.
and tell him that I'm not gonna be able to pursue this situation.
Really?
You gonna go to
much
hell.
Longer.
You would?
You going to hell.
I wouldn't even have the
Well,
conversation.
I'm not gonna act. I already know this
I'm
one
a
over
cheat.
here.
I knew-
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
Lala
to
be
make a
like,
phone
oh,
call
and she
every
be
now
like
and
this.
then.
Oh, so it don't work? She be busting you out in Ralph's.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
be in
need
there
you to work.
About to buy food for dinner. You like, so it really don't work. It don't work or it don't work.
You know what? But unless they have like some kind of disease or something that keeps them from getting erection, like diabetes
Stop
or
taking the medication.
hypertension out of control or whatever. It's fixed. You can fix it, and you don't. All those blue pills don't
So if I
always
stay
work
on, can I get
either.
a boyfriend? Can I be like Willow?
No, but you know what? If I had somebody, this
I
is
bring
honestly
in
God true,
somebody
because
else
intimacy
to take care of that part?
and you can have intimacy and
I'm cranky
passion
when I don't get
without
none.
shut up, fool, without sex, right?
Again.
And if I get a guy that
Cranky.
takes care of my total person, I mean, besides
Yes.
that, I would stay.
That's your friend.
No, it's not my dang
That's a
friend.
friend.
No,
No,
it's
because
not.
he can stuff
That
it
is
in
so
there.
shallow. No, it's
No.
not.
The game ain't over. He can stuff it in there.
No, I don't do.
You ever-
I don't do the stuff in there.
You know how when you stuff a turkey,
stuffer.
stuff a chicken,
No, that's
stuff
not.
it in there, stovetop stuff in. You know
I would rather you not do that.
No.
That is.
I'm not letting you get up.
That's totally disgusting.
I'm gonna stuff it in. Lay right here, Carol.
No, we ain't doing no stuffing.
Carol, lay right here. I just be pushing it in there.
Stuffing,
What are you doing?
Stuffing,
Be still.
Stuffing is
before
for
it pop out.
turkeys. No, I would rather you not try to stuff.
If it don't fit,
You
It
must
ain't gonna
get
fit. It ain't
rid.
gonna fit. It ain't gonna fit.
But that's
But
just
women, if you encourage your man to work out and stuff,
Yeah.
there's some things that you can do to make and stop eating all that garbage, and start and taking on a healthy diet and exercise. No, seriously.
I'm listening.
Some of them is not. They act like that's the end of the world, but they don't have a sense enough to realize because they're too lazy to get up and do what they need to do in order to take care of themselves. And I just wish the younger guys would start out understanding that early on. When you start getting like your 40s, you need to be in the gym.
Yes.
Okay, because if you're not and you're stupid, it's not going to work. I can't stand her.
No,
You and Lala are sick.
It's funny because I talk about that in my shows about men taking care of themselves at this
Yes.
age.
Yes.
Because I'm 49 and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But you have to be cognizant of what you eat nowadays. You can't be
Right.
grilling and eating meat every day, eating chili, eating pastrami.
Exactly.
Because you destroying the testosterone.
Yes, you are.
Right.
And I tell people, man, get that orange bell pepper. Yeah, it's a little more
And
than
you
the
need to do
other
something that's going
colors.
to stimulate the blood
But
flow.
you need spinach, bananas. I think it's turmeric,
Turmeric.
Turmeric?
Yeah.
Turmeric is good.
And some other things. But I have a list to make sure I'm good.
Okay.
Because when you come over, Edgar need to be ready.
But
for
first and
whatever I'm
foremost,
working
they
with.
need to get their butts off them sofas and out them desk
do.
chairs and walk at least 30 minutes. You need to get some blood flowing in your body.
They do.
If you
Right.
keep, because most of the guys, if you know, most of the guys that are sexually active up into their 70s, they work out virtually every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of truth to it, and I think that women need to encourage your men to take care of themselves, or you have a dead situation on your hand.
Yeah.
You find yourself cheating.
No,
No
seriously,
more Bruno.
But
Just
it's like
Bruno.
right? But but don't make them feel bad about it. That's when you really need to go into overdrive in trying to encourage him and build him up.
Right.
Because that's a devastating thing to find out that your stuff don't work.
That's right.
Seriously.
Yeah, it is.
The
So-
producers have spoken.
Right.
What is that? Is that beak?
My glasses over there. I can't see that shit. A robber coming here, I'm going to get caught.
What's a beak?
You be like, where y'all going?
Okay, you guys. This has been Lady D's and Lifestyle According to Lady D's.
Why you look at me like that?
I was thinking, don't be so Oh,
I
God.
like y'all.
It ain't all about you. It really ain't all
Bunch
about
of
it is about
fire at this table.
Listen, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes,
at
you
Lady
can.
D's
Yes,
at LADDEEZ.
She is actually active, people.
Popping. Finally.
And Doris Jean Drew on Facebook. It's been a pleasure. We're going to take a break. And when we return, we're going to talk to this crazy man over here. Our special guest. And what's your name? I still say Haley B. She says Haley Bell. Forget a Cardi B. Her name is Haley Bell. And
Get lit.
Get lipped.
Yes.
I keep wanting to change the name, huh? We'll be back. 2 minutes.
Said I'm tired of playing games, yeah. My baby. Oh, yeah. Baby, it's time for me to give you all the love you need. Yeah. Now, baby, I know that you deserve the best, and I can't keep treating you like I treated the rest. Oh, baby, you're ready. I'm ready to give you all of my love. All of my love, yeah. Girl, I'm tired of playing games. So many loves I can't even name. Baby, you're ready. I'm ready to give you all of my love. Ooh, yeah. Baby, not just a little bit. I wanna give you all of it. Baby, I know that you need more than
I think we need to just let Leanne choose all our music for the show.
All right. That's our buddy.
That's Leanne?
No, that's her. She submitted the music for the show today.
Okay, Leanne.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love her. She's
And
a
she
great
booked Black
supporter.
Rose,
Yeah,
so,
she's
yes.
a great supporter.
So, we may technically be in Zip Your Lips.
Yes.
But right now we're in Get Lit.
Let's go. Let's go.
With
Get
Haley
lit?
Bell. Yes.
Get lit.
Oh, lips.
With your
Lip.
lips,
Yeah,
baby.
you better
With
be
your
more
lips.
Pacific.
Specific.
More Pacific. Because I thought y'all said lick. Y'all
You
said
know what?
lips. I
Screw
said
the rules.
Pacific.
Pacific.
I'm in here with all the millennials. Y'all keep changing words. I'm going to change the word.
No,
too.
we didn't
Goddamn.
change it. We added and altered them for hours. You know, whatever. Anyway,
An alternate.
Added and altered and tapered them.
this is Get Lit. With Screw
I'm
the
going to
Rules
get licked.
/ Roy Rice. Now, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Why did you go professional on this? Why are you Roy Rice now?
Why am I Roy Rice now?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean? You've been Screw the Rules my entire life. I met you at Screw the Rules, so I know you're Screw the Rules. Now you're Roy
I'm still Screw the Rules.
Like you didn't want a whole lawyer on us or something.
I'm still Screw the Rules, but eventually there's going to be no more Screw. It's going to be Roy Rice.
Okay.
No more Screw.
It's a transition.
Okay.
The reason why that happened is because the first time I debuted on Starz Network, shout out to Donnell Rawlins, he introduced me as Roy Rice, and I almost had a heart attack. Because I'm like, this is my first time on TV. I am Screw.
Right.
Like, everybody know me as Screw. They're going to be like, who's Roy Rice? I ain't tuning in now.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So then I started doing a lot of churches. And this one particular church, I ain't going to bust them out. They didn't want to introduce me as Screw. They wanted to introduce me as Roy Rice because they were real.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about screwing in church.
Yeah, and that's what they do. So I just added Screw Roy Rice.
Okay.
So eventually it'll be Roy Rice. So now everybody's getting accustomed to Roy Rice.
That's cool.
Where did the term Screw come from? Like, why do you call yourself
that was my gang banging name back in the day.
Screw?
I just kept it.
Okay. Little thug.
Yeah.
Right, gang.
Screw Loose. I got that name back in 1986.
I can understand that.
1986.
Screw loose.
Because everybody thought I had a screw loose. That's why I got all these screws on my arm. Say, no more screws. This is two definitions. For the white people, no more screws. That's not me. That's the past.
So were you a gangbanging comedian too? Or?
No. I was just gangbanging. And the only reason I was gangbanging because everybody else was gangbanging. I was a follower. Like, I didn't have to gangbang, but then they kicked me out because I kept coming to the gang meetings in suits. People were like, man, how you get out the gang? They're supposed to jump you out. I said, keep going to the gang meeting with a suit on. They'll think you a snitch. He's wearing a wire.
Man, you got
this
to cut
along
it down.
your chest. You feel me?
You right.
Yeah, they used to always pat me down. Man, why y'all pat me down? Nigga, you look like the police. But that was very short-lived because I realized that I didn't need a whole gang.
Right.
I just needed myself because I was already crazy by myself. I didn't need to get nobody to go get somebody. I went to go get them myself.
Right. That's right.
So I got jumped a lot. I got jumped most of my life.
Did you just say that?
Yeah.
I'm not telling nobody I got beat up.
I got beat up before.
Huh?
You got beat up?
No, girl. That never happened.
I got beat up before. I got knocked out before.
I never got beat up.
I got knocked out on my 31st birthday.
On your 31st birthday?
Yeah.
I don't fight fair, so ain't no way in hell I want to hear this story.
They whooped my ass, and I started it.
Go ahead, tell the story.
At the Hop.
What you say?
In Lakewood.
Oh, wow. Lakewood.
On my 31st birthday, I drunk everything that everybody bought. So I thought I was invincible.
Of course.
And I had on these nice hard bottom shoes, and this one dude stepped on my shoe. I didn't hear him apologize. My baby mama said, he apologized to you and everything, and you socked him. And he said, y'all started fighting, then he hit you. Next thing you know, you was asleep, and then all his homeboys stomped you out. So it's funny, because when I got knocked out, I didn't know I was knocked out. But when I got up, everybody was still dancing around me. Like, I was asleep for like an hour or something. So when I got up, I was hot, like, where them niggas at? And my homeboy, shout out to Ernest McIntyre, the owner of French Quarter, where my show is.
Hey, Uncle Ernie.
He said, man, they been gone. Like, they all ran out the club.
You got jumped in my uncle's club.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just fight up there all the time.
He was doing a hop before he did Spikes, and then Spikes turned to French Quarters.
Right.
So, you know, that's the history of Ernest McIntyre and Marcus Jenkins.
Yep. He's the first person to give me my opportunity when I came back in the game because I was on hiatus for 9 years. I stopped doing comedy in 98. I came back in 2007. And he was still at the Hop. And Cat Williams was performing. And he said, well, I'll let you open up for Cat till Cat get here.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
And that was my break back into the game. So Ernest always looked out for him. We grew up together, actually, around the corner from each other.
That's what's
and
up.
He's always been the same size. He was like 7, and he weighed 700 pounds. At 7. 7 years old.
It's okay.
700 pounds.
It's okay. Uncle still look good, man.
Oh, yeah, that's my dog.
Sorry.
We started at French Quarters, too.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, shout out to the French Quarter.
Yeah.
And my night is popping up there every third Wednesday.
Yep.
Super popping.
Next question.
Next question.
Please. Next question, please.
Please, ma'am.
Thank you. So your journey as a comedian, like, where did that start?
It started on Crenshaw, actually. When we used to roll on Crenshaw on Sundays, I used to bag against everybody at Boys Market on Rodeo and Crenshaw for $50. And I would win every week. And this one dude was like, that's all right, I got somebody for you. And I was like, bring him. I'm funny to everybody. And the next week, he brought A.J. Johnson.
Oh, wow.
And when he walked in the crowd, he was like, oh, so you the one that's about to lose?
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I quit that night.
Done.
But my girlfriend at the time, she was like, you should be a comedian, because everybody thought I was a comedian. I was like, nah, comedians are gay, and I don't want to be gay. And she pressured me into getting on stage. So my debut for comedy was at the Regency West at Leimert Park under Michael Williams. But this was right after Robin Harris had passed away. And I thought I was funny when I first started, and I wasn't. Because this one dude was like, record yourself. So when I recorded myself, and I'm like, something wrong with, ain't nobody laughing. I took my recorder back to the store and got an exchange. And I got another one. I recorded myself again. It was the same thing. I'm like, man, y'all stuff broke. I know I'm killing the stage. I wasn't killing nothing.
We call Michael the godfather of comedy.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Did you pull girls doing comedy?
Did I do what?
Did you pull girls doing comedy?
Pull girls? No, I was already pulling.
Oh.
Because I had a Nissan truck back in the day.
Oh, he was rolling.
So I was already popping, before the comedy. Comedy, I just got like lighter skinned women.
Okay.
You know, the dark ones was ride with me, but then the lighter ones with the real baby hair, they was like, hey, you funny. And they got lighter and lighter, but I said, it's a cap. It's a cap.
It's a cap on the light.
You're too white. You're mixed. Get out of here. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
OMG.
What kind of berry you got? You're a little light.
I'm a strawberry.
You a strawberry?
I'm red. You feel me?
Do you know what we call
time of the
strawberries
month?
in our generation?
You know what? That don't matter. Like I said.
Oh yeah, crack
New definition and altering the word. Do not go there. We are on
Ice Cube said that a strawberry,
you know what,
is a woman getting coochie.
Call me when
for
Junior
crack.
make a new word for strawberry.
A strawberry.
So if you want to be a strawberry,
I ain't on crack.
Were you on Molly's?
None of that.
All right, Whitney Houston.
I'm sober. You know what?
Does she take a lot of baths?
She did her thing.
Does she take you take a lot of baths?
I take 2 showers a day.
I'm not going. I ain't there yet, bitch. I'm just washing my ass.
Right.
You're the best man I've ever.
Wait, and then she drowned.
Yep. It was no hook to that song.
Oh my God.
To be continued. Nope, we are already in hell.
Yes.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
we wrap this up? Here we go.
Next question.
That's not even Whitney Houston's song.
No, we
I
need
know
to
it
wrap
ain't.
this up.
I just sang something.
You're gonna love me.
Yeah! Whoa! Oh!
I'm done.
Basically wrong.
This is as bad as Float On.
Right?
Oh man,
I need this on a disc, alright? What has been your greatest advantages and your greatest disadvantages when it came to your career?
My greatest advantage is when I started my own T-shirt line, Screw the Rules.
Okay.
High five.
And
I got a collection of them.
I started Screw the Rules in September 2011, and I built my own platform from then till today. I have the largest independent comedy show in Southern California.
Hey.
Yep.
Can nobody touch me right
You
now?
got billboards.
Yeah, I'm on a billboard.
I want a billboard.
Harris Casino in Vegas was the first corporation to buy 2 Screw the Rules shows.
Nice.
And that was like I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Because it was funny because I charged them a certain amount and they had an extra time slot. I said, well, why don't you buy my comedy show? He says, well, this is all we have in the budget. So when he told me what was in their budget for the whole comedy show versus what I charged him, I played myself by like $4,000.
Oh, wow.
But we fixed it, had a successful show. I shot my own 1 hour special. That was another great advantage.
Yes.
But the disadvantage to that was, we shot it ourselves. So it's hard shopping your own product to the masses because it's about who you know.
Okay.
Or who you blow.
So it's
I ain't blowing nobody.
So it's easier if Netflix actually record it and does a production on it.
And they get most of the money. So if somebody buys mine, I get most of that money.
Right.
On the first one. But, we played ourselves. We spent a lot of extra money. And that was pretty bad. So we're about to shoot another one. My executive producer said, let's keep moving.
Okay. Yeah.
Until that one gets sold, we'll shoot another one. So 2020, we're going to shoot Screw the Rules 2.
Good.
And I may shoot it in Vegas. It's either between Vegas or the Valley. I want to shoot at this theater in the Valley. Oh, that theater is fly.
Okay.
And I can afford it now.
Right.
I couldn't afford it like 3 years ago. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. So last but not least of all of my questions that, of course, I have a book of. Do you have any advice for upcoming comedians?
Can somebody tell me when we tell her to rap, she asks another question? Every single time we say Haley rap, she say I got one more question.
Like y'all be, okay, look, I come prepared, okay? I have all of these questions, and I want my artists and my comedians and my dancers or whatever to get as much out as they can, because this is their opportunity. Now that people come to Loose Lips and get all the information they need from Loose Lips. You feel me? So go ahead and Loose Lips with your question.
See, she's not ratchet. I like when they rap like, you feel me, my nigga? All I want to say is, what can you tell the other comedians that's up and coming? All I can tell y'all is quit. Because some of y'all don't need to be out here. Just because you're funny in your garage doesn't make you funny on stage. It's two different environments.
3 minutes.
There's two different environments. But I can say, if you're funny, get on stage and try it. And if you try it, commit to it. Yeah. Don't do it for the free food. Don't do it to get in clubs free. And don't do it for the women. Because then you'll lose. Do it for the gram.
Right. She said that too yesterday. But look.
Rap.
I am. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Screw Roy Rice on all media handles. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Screw Roy Rice. SEREWROY is all one word. Space Rice. RICE. Eastside Compton.
Check this out. Zip y'all lips. All right, y'all. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the EMissyK Loose Lips Show. We have one announcement. BXM conference. It's a youth and young adults conference. I know y'all know I got all kind of causes. I'm into all kind of stuff. One of the things that I do is save our youth today and tomorrow. Yes. And we have a youth conference going on all week. Tomorrow is the last night. I want all my friends and y'all kids to come out tomorrow night. It has been an amazing event, and I'm not exaggerating.
I don't have no kids.
So bring yourself. Make sure you guys come through. We're having a blessed time. Stop, girl. We start at 7. Haley's supposed to be there at 6:30, but she's never there at 6:30.
Why?
But you feel that railroad. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your girl, EMissyK. Follow us everywhere, EMissyK. We out of here. Lala, Lady D.
Yes.
Running my credits for all the rest of the staff. Ladies, our producers. Y'all got that ready? And
yes.
There we go.
Let's go.
Hi.
Oh.
Look at me. See you come to church tomorrow.
EMissyK Show. EMissyK Show. EMissyK Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie, TV, radio. Here we go. Hey, it's EMissyK. Hey, it's EMissyK. Her beauty and passion, talk music, fashion, loose lips, breakup, love Jones. She's always on Facebook, Instagram, taking calls on the telephone. Sexy if you say so. It's the